So in this video I'm going to be giving beginners to running 10 tips when starting out. The Couch to 5k is a running / training program which basically builds you up from the couch to running 5k. It's a 9-week training plan with 3 runs a week with rest days in between. The plan incorporates a warm up and a warm down, and all you need is your phone and some headphones, and it does all the talking. It tells you when to start and stop. The goal of Couch to 5k is to get beginners running 5k 3 times a week. We always recommend Couch to 5k in the shop when you're starting out, just because it increases everything in the right implements. It's going to help reduce your chance of injuries. It also increases motivation. Number 2 is to take rest days. So in my last video I spoke about the 8 benefits of having a rest day, but it's just important to know that by resting you're giving your muscles chances to grow, you're going to reduce your chances of injuries, you're going to maintain morale, it helps support your immune system, and it keeps you motivated. Number 3 is having the correct pair of shoes. So when starting out running, it's important to know that there's so many different pieces to the jigsaw in terms of staying injury free. However, the biggest part is wearing the correct shoes. So running shoe technology nowadays is absolutely ridiculous. There's so much out there in terms of shoe design. However, you will always find a shoe that's really unique to you. It is so personal. Everyone's got different feet shape, different preferences in terms of comfort. So it comes down to trying a load of them on and also doing a gait analysis. So for off-road running, there's something called a trail shoe, which will always have a lot of support in it. For road shoes, it's a little bit different. Some will have more support in them than others for your arches. To distinguish how much arch support you need, you should always do a gait analysis where you will have a run in a shoe which is neutral with no arch support, just to show how your foot moves naturally. In a gait analysis, camera equipment is used to record your running technique and how the arches move. If your arches collapse too far, then you need something more stable. If not, then you can stick with something fairly neutral. Getting the right pair of shoes for you with the right amount of arch support is so important, just because if you have any unalignment at all, you're going to cause yourself damage through unnecessary strain being placed on the body. The 4th tip for beginners is to stretch. Stretching is so important, however everyone is guilty of it. It will take around 5 minutes and you always think, oh, it'll be fine, I don't need to do it. But it's so important to stay injury free. I would always recommend to stretch after a run to decrease injury risks, just because your muscles will be warm from the run, they're also going to be more pliable, and if stretched appropriately your flexibility will improve and your joints will be able to move through a fuller range of motion. My 5th tip for beginners to running is to find a group or a club, increase your social interaction when running. Personally, I'm one of them people who struggles to motivate myself when running on my own, whereas when I'm with a group of people, especially in the winter, I'm more likely to go out and smash a run. Another benefit of that is that through running for a club, you might be signed up to do some races. Races are essentially going to incorporate goals into your training, and goals will always enhance motivation. Number 6 is to listen to your body. You will always know in your heart of hearts whether you've done too much or too little, so that tip is just as simple as it sounds. Listen to your body. Number 7 is to warm up and cool down. So by warming up, you're gradually going to rev up your cardiovascular system by raising your body temperature and increasing blood flow to your muscles and your heart rate. It also helps to reduce muscle soreness, and it will lessen your risks of injury. By cooling down after your workout or your run, you're going to allow for gradual recovery of heart rate and blood pressure. Tip number 8 is that other exercises are important. So typically in long distance runners, strength training isn't a priority. However, through strength and conditioning around 3 times a week, you will basically increase flexibility, mobility, balance, core strength, and most importantly it will help to prevent injuries, just because if you've got any slight muscle imbalances or weaknesses, you're going to be more susceptible to injuring yourself. Number 9 is that it will get easier. So over time you're going to increase your endurance, and your cardiovascular system is going to become more efficient and effective, delivering oxygen and blood to your working muscles for longer. consistency is your best friend, so just keep at it and you will see your body adapt. Number 10 is having the correct kit. So we always say that all you need is a good pair of shoes and you're good to go. However, of course, having all the right equipment will help. So I would always recommend shoes, seasonal clothing attire, so in the summer maybe some shorts and a t-shirt and a hat. In the winter you'd like probably a waterproof, a long sleeve top and some leggings. I would also say headphones, so I always recommend the Aftershokz. They are bone conducting headphones which are wireless, they'll sit over your cheekbones. The benefits of them are that you can hear your surroundings, so you're more aware of traffic and pedestrians, etc. I'd also recommend something to carry your phone in, either a strap for your arm or a race belt, which you can also get a key in. Fitness watch to track your distance and time, and also a water bottle or running socks.